During the turbulent reign of King Gwanghae, records show a number of assassinations, missing envoys, and secret executions, yet no details remain. No culprits named, no trials recorded, only whispers and an empty ledger in the royal secretariat. But one name, never officially written, survived. His name was Yi Gyeom, a low-level government scribe, and this is the story of how he vanished into the shadows of Joseon and why he never came back. It began with a summoning. On a cold spring morning of 1614, Yi Gyeom was quietly escorted to the East Palace by 2 royal guards. He wasn't told why. No one spoke a word. As they entered the hidden corridor behind the audience hall, Gyeom noticed something strange. There were no scribes, no court attendants, only King Gwanghae himself, waiting. "Yi Gyeom," the king began, his voice measured but hard. "Do you believe in loyalty?" Gyeom bowed deeply. "With my life, your majesty." The king turned away, gazing out at the rain-soaked courtyard. "There is rot in my court, poison in my council. I need eyes where light cannot reach. Will you serve me, not as a scholar, but as a shadow?" That was the moment Yi Gyeom ceased to exist, at least officially. He was given no title, no badge, no recognition, only a worn leather ledger. Only one sentence inside the coarse Kobe leave: "In silence, truth survives." His first assignment came within hours. A diplomatic envoy from Ming had died mysteriously during a banquet hosted by Minister Zhou. Publicly, the envoy was said to have succumbed to illness. Privately, his mouth had turned black, his fingernails blue. Poison. Yi Gyeom began his investigation not in the palace, but in the kitchens. He posed as a clerk from the Ministry of Rites and inspected all food prepared that day. A single dish, yanan ip bap, lotus leaf rice, had been specially sent to the envoy's quarters by Minister Zhou's private chef. The chef, however, had disappeared. Yi Gyeom visited the servant quarters at night, blending in among the shadows. There he met Chawan, a palace maid with sharp eyes and sharper memory. She whispered. He was afraid, said he saw something inside the lotus leaf, something black like ink but moving. That night, Yi Gyeom opened the discarded food wrappings. Inside, a ground powder of black monkhood, a deadly herb, too rare for a cook to find by accident. He had a name now, Minister Zhou, but no proof. King Gwanghae's next command was clear: do not confront, confirm the source, follow the rot to its root. Yi Gyeom followed the trail north to a printing house in Seongbuk-dong. There he posed as a buyer for official texts. He discovered something odd. Counterfeit royal seals, nearly perfect replicas, had been printed and sold through secret ledgers. The trail led to a hidden room beneath the shop, and in that room, chained to the wall, was the missing chef. Dead. On the floor, etched in blood, "It's not Zhou, it's above him." The web stretched wider. Minister Zhou, it turned out, had been receiving encrypted letters from someone signed only as Sion. With Chawan's help, Yi Gyeom decrypted the messages. They spoke of the cleansing, the return of balance, and one chilling line: "Even kings may fall if the truth is too loud." Was this a rebellion? A coup? He presented the decoded letters to Gwanghae. The king's expression darkened. Then calmly, he burned the papers. "From now on you work alone. Not even I will know where you go." Yi Gyeom's final task took him south to Jeolla province, where strange disappearances had been reported, court informants vanishing, ships burned at docks, foreign coins appearing in local markets. There he found a hidden estate deep in the forest, guarded, silent. Inside, a room full of Ming artifacts, foreign weapons, and a list of names, royal family members, ministers, even scholars. Targets. At the very top, Gwanghae. He copied what he could and fled, but someone was waiting. Minister Jo, alive, smiling. You were never a shadow, Gyeom. You were bait. A knife slashed, a torch was lit. The estate burned behind him. Somehow he escaped. Bleeding, exhausted, he returned to the palace at dawn, but when he reached the king's private quarters, Gwanghae was gone, replaced by guards, new scribes, a different seal on the throne room gate. Yi Gyeom? They asked. No one by that name ever served the king. His ledger was gone, his name erased. Only Chaewon knew where he hid. Only she preserved his final words. I wrote the truth in silence, but in Joseon, silence dies first. They say he vanished westward, towards the Yellow Sea. Some say he lived among merchants in Qing. Others claim he was found dead in a cave, clutching a blackened ledger. No proof, no record. But among historians, one blank page in Gwanghae's royal diary remains. Just one, torn clean.